Congress creates new Special Operations and Intelligence Subcommittee, how a retired SEAL decides to create a children's book, the latest on a video of soldiers working their way through a shot house that drew some negative attention from service members and veterans across the country, and more on the roster for this week. So let's get started. Welcome to your weekly roundup. I'm Rebecca Bender. Congress has created a new subcommittee on military intelligence and special operations. Part of the House Committee on Armed Services, the Subcommittee on Intelligence and Special Operations will have jurisdiction over the policy, programs, and accounts that are related to military intelligence, national intelligence, weapons of mass destruction, and conventional weapons, counterproliferation, counterterrorism, sensitive operations, and special operations. Though his service in the military preceded the formation of Navy SEALs by nearly 20 years, Navy Lieutenant Jack Taylor is thought to be the first U.S. commando to operate in sea, air, and land. His exploits in World War II included boat operations off the coast of Greece, land operations in central Albania, and a parachute drop into Austria. He also experienced life in a Thausen, Austria extermination camp and was victim of war crimes there. His testimony is credited as being the most damning from the camp personnel, leading to a conviction of all 61 defendants. Check out his whole story in the history section on Sandbox News. Looking for something interesting to watch this weekend?
We'll bring hell down from on high.
That is to say, it is not actually a true story, but it is well-researched and grounded in actual events. Tom Hanks is the commander of the U.S. Keeling, codename Greyhound, which is escorting both troops and supplies across the North Atlantic in 1942 at a height of 60-year-long Battle of the Atlantic. Check out our review on this new movie or check it out yourself on Apple TV. Last week, Staff Sergeant James F. Mority, a Green Beret assigned to the Special Forces Group, was awarded the Silver Star, the third highest award for valor, for his acts during the friendly fire attacking Jordan. Skipper the SEAL is the subject of retired Admiral William McRaven's upcoming children's book, Make Your Bed with Skipper the SEAL, an adaptation of the New York bestseller Make Your Bed, Little Things That Can Change Your Life or Maybe the World. Also penned by the former SEAL and Special Operations Commander who oversaw the raid that killed Osama bin Laden. As Skipper the SEAL embarks on Navy SEAL training, he and his hardworking friends learn much more than how to pass a swimming test or how to dive off a ship. Earlier this week, a video of soldiers working their way through a shot house drew attention of service members and veterans across the country. Check out the response video and actions taken to correct the errors made in the Sandbox News section. The U.S. Air Force is thinking about starting from scratch on a new lightweight fighter that could ease the financial burden brought on by the troubled but capable F-35. Now, the Air Force is kicking off a month-long assessment of the branch's tactical aviation requirements with the intention of potentially fielding an all-new fighter that boasts some of the capabilities found in the F-35 and F-22, but with a significantly smaller price tag. This new fighter would not replace the F-35, but would instead be used in place of the fourth-generation fighter like the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Speaking of the Fighting Falcon, it has been the U.S. Air Force's workhorse fighter for more than 40 years, and at one point it looked like a carrier-capable version would do the same for the U.S. Navy. More than 4,600 F-16s have rolled out of the assembly line since the first took flight in 1974, with some 1,245 of the fighters still in operation under Air Force banner. The F-16 broad multi-role capabilities and sheer performance makes it one of the world's top fighter jets. And that's all we have for now. For more on stories we covered this week, visit us at sandboxnews.com and our social pages on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm Rebecca Bender. See you next week.